What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's Coley here. This is beat breakdown number 2. I'm going to be breaking down how I made the beat for Numb by SeroY2K. So here is the song.
Coley, bitch.
Bitch, I'm popping all these blizzs and tell me what you really on. Gas in my blunt, yeah, you know this shit is gone.
Alright, so there is a little snippet of the song. I'm going to be breaking down how I made this beat. So to start off the beat, I chose this sound right here. I like that little rhythmic bubbling it has in the back, and so I just made this melody real quick out of it. Really, it wasn't real quick. It took me about 25 minutes to get to this point. I did it live on stream. A few failed projects, we'll just say that much. Anyway, so that's how I started off the beat. I brought in this, which is just a layer of the same exact thing. It's this sound right here. It's a very short piano. And so here's what that sounds like. So it's just the same thing. It's pitched up an octave from the other one. Next up, I have this little lead. Shoot. And if you guys were wondering how I made the lead automatically slide like that, this is how. So you go onto the one shot, you go into here, you set down the attack and the release all the way. You go over to here, you put on porta and mono, and you can either adjust the slide knob or set the max to 1 here, and then your one shot will automatically slide for you. So that's what I have there. Next up, I have this little kind of call and response lead. It's very sparse. It just kind of it bounces off that last lead. So I did the same thing to this where I slid it. So here's those two leads together. See how they just bounce off of each other a little bit? Anyway, so the next thing I did is yet another lead right here. This is probably my favorite lead that I did on this beat. Yep, so we have that right there. And then next, we have these thick strings right here just playing out a chord. Up at top, we have this little melody. And that just loops, just like that. And that's the whole melody, so let me play it out for you guys real quick. So that's what we have there. So now let's head over to the drums. To start it off, I added this snare right here. It's just a pretty standard jerk snare, and then this one comes in to hit at a more standard pattern to accompany that, just give it more bounce. Yep, so that's what we got there. Here I have this other snare, a third snare, just to add a little bit more bounce. Yep, so that's what we have there. I added these hi-hats, very standard hi-hats. It's just a two-step pattern. You can see I randomized the velocity a little bit. So that's what I got there. And then here, okay, this is an open hat. Yep, so and then I add in the 808. Hold on, let me solo that. Here's the 808 I picked. I picked kind of a sub-bassy 808. It's not a big punchy one. Yep, so that is the bass that I used for this beat. Okay. Alright, there we go. Anyway, so this is the pattern I chose. So, yep. So, yep, that's what we got there. So, if I add all of the drums together, this is what you get. Anyway, I have this kick coming in, just hitting on those first 3 notes of the 808, the boom, boom, boom. It's hitting on those. Let me just show it to you real quick. This is a Vox right here. This is, what, a Villager? Yep, it's a Villager. This is my go-to sauce kick right here, is because it doesn't sound good at all by itself. Like you'll see if I mute all of these, this kick does not sound very good. It's just not that good of a kick. But when you accompany it with 808s, it just seems to punch. And then you add in the 808 and you got that. It added a bit of punch that the normal 808 didn't have, since it's more of a sub bass type 808. I just added that in to get that punch that you know, usually an 808 does have. Yep, so that's what you got there. And then if you add in the melody, this is what you get. So now I'm just gonna play back the whole beat. Enjoy. That's how I made the beat for Numb by SeroY2K. That's the full beat. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next beat breakdown video, whatever. You guys tune in. I'll deliver. I promise you that. Tune in next time. See y'all later.